Hey y'all, my name is Ken Cooper. I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. And thanks Steve and Jimmy for having me here today. And growing up in North Alabama, South Tennessee, I know the fine line between hillbillies and rednecks because I come from a house divided. So this one's about my daddy's side of the family. Three-legged possum she calls Sunshine. Makes a corn mash, whiskey, and blackberry wine. When those city boy blues leave you needing a thrill, just come heading up the mountain and going downhill. Look for a rusted out trailer line, old shack with funky little weeds growing. Round bag, stay as long as you like and get your fill. Just come heading up the mountain and going downhill. Well, the stove is always cooking, but there's nothing to eat. She deals a Texas Hold'em while her daughters pour the drinks. She's just a poor hillbilly, got to pay the bills, so y'all come heading up the mountain and going downhill. Look for a rusted out trailer lying, old shack with funky little weeds growing. Round bag, stay as long as you like and get your fill. Just come heading up the mountain and going downhill. Well, what happens on the mountain stays up there. Everybody's off the wagon, but nobody cares. After the goody two shut the liquor store down, and they busted up the charity bingo town. I started seeing Chef Jimmy and Preacher Man Bill, both are heading up the mountain and going downhill. Looking for that rusted out trailer mine, old shack with funky little weeds growing. Round bag, they stay all night and get their fill. They be heading up the mountain and going downhill. Heading up the mountain, 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 going downhill.
All right, good job.
Thank y'all so much. Bost Harley Davidson without playing some song about speed, racing, or something. So this is my NASCAR song. It's called The Need for Speed. 800 horses, one man, 500th lap, and 90,000 fans. He slips to second place. His contract's up, his points are down. He don't even give a damn. And you could see it on his face. Just gotta feed that need for speed. With a pound of goods, 1 ounce of glory, heart of slamming, sweat of pouring gives his soul to the machine. There's a chance to die on every turn, but that just serves to fuel the burn within and feed the need and feed that need for speed. Burn up this track 15 years through oil and water and smoking gears, but this may be his final chase. Now the engine thunders in his bones. He jams the gas and slides into home stretch and tempts the fates and feeds that need for speed. With a pound of guts, 1 ounce of glory, heart of slamming, sweat is pouring, gives his soul to the machine. There's a chance to die on every turn, but that just serves to fuel the burn within and feed the need, and feed that need for speed. The checkered flag, victory lane, and champagne cures the hunger for now. He'll be back again with a pound of guts, an ounce of glory, heart of slamming, sweat of pouring, gives his soul to the machine. There's a chance to die on every turn, but that just serves to fuel the burn within and feed the need, feed that need.
All right, so.
Thank y'all very much. Thanks again, Steve, Jimmy, for having me. This next one I co-wrote with a local here in Nashville, Mr. Mark Allen Barnett. It's my life lesson song, but it's got to have something to do with cars or trucks or bikes. So call it Dents in the Chrome. Had my learner's permit for 21 days, riding with him and heard him say on his country back road, why don't you just try it? I checked the mirrors, adjusted the seat, pulled that safety belt tight around me, thought I was ready, and gave it gas and went sliding. That mailbox came out of nowhere, put a big old gash in the side. I sat there in disbelief. He looked at me and sighed, you're gonna get dents in the chrome. Each one reminds you what you did wrong. You can't go through life without paying a price for getting out on the road. So remember, it ain't yours alone. And as long as you'll traveling on, you're gonna get dents in the chrome. Well, fast forward 5 long years, graduated college to mama's tears, 1,000 pizza deliveries, made the down payment. I went over to the old man's place, saw the pride on his face. I said, give it a whirl, Dad. So we burned up the pavement. Well, he took that curve on Lake Street just a little too fast. He barely nicked that caution sign. I looked at him and laughed. You're gonna get dents in the chrome. Each one reminds you what you did wrong. You can't go through life without paying a price for getting out on the road. So remember, it ain't yours alone. And as long as you're traveling on, you're gonna get dents in the chrome. Well, you can always make a few mistakes, no matter how long behind the wheel. Just shine it up and don't be afraid to grab it by the gears. 'Cause you're gonna get dents in the chrome. Each one reminds you what you did wrong. You can't go through life without paying a price for getting out on the road. So remember, it ain't yours alone. And as long as you're traveling on, you're gonna get dents in the chrome. Thank y'all very much. I go by Ken. I go, just don't call me late for dinner, right? Isn't that how it goes? All right. So the next one we're going to do for you, it's a song about a woman. Got to have a few of those, right? And I got to credit Mark Allen Barnett on this one as well. So. She's 2 parts gasoline, 1 part pit bull. Like a wide-eyed thoroughbred hard to handle. Well, if a guy sweats when she walks past, heads turn quick, she causes whiplash. Don't look a day past 25. She'll be 37 next July. Puts the kids to bed when they're asleep. Comes on in the bed with me. 'Cause she's good, good. Hang on for dear life, better knock on wood. She's good. Got a PhD from Cornell. Designs rocket engines that can navigate. But how does she ever find the time to do animal rescue from her Harley ride? Our 4-year-old just loves to squeal when she sinks a 3-pointer in 5-inch heels. One day it wouldn't surprise me if the mayor gives her the key to the city. 'Cause she's good. Good. Hang on for dear life, better knock on wood. She's good. Well, it don't bother me when the boys start looking, 'cause I'm the only one that gets to taste her cooking. Yeah, she's good. Good. Hang on for dear life, better knock on wood. Hey, she's good. Hang on for dear life, better knock on wood. Good. She's that good.
All right, good.
Okay, I got to tell y'all a little bit about me. Songwriter at night. In the daytime, I'm a rocket scientist. What can I say? So this would be my 3-minute memoir. Well, I was just a pint-sized trailer park punk. My daddy made a living drinking beer and selling junk. He'd always take me on to town when he'd go on a bender. At 9 I could drive a stick shift and a cocktail blender on. He never said he loved me unless he was stinking drunk. He'd sit me on his knee and tell me how his life stunk. He'd straighten his back and say with defiance, 3 ways out of this hell are sex, drugs, or rocket science. Y'all heard me right, rocket science. Here we go. Sex and drugs, rocket science. Mix either of the 3 and you get quite an alliance. Well, I couldn't have sex, I was too young, and I wouldn't do drugs, 'cause that's just dumb. So that only left one thing to give me a chance: rocket science. Well, my old man, he died when I was 12. So I hit the books and put the rest of my life on a shift. Did real bad with the ladies, but did real good in class. My best friend tried to give me speed, but I just kicked his wheel. Rocket science. Sex and drugs, rocket science. Mix either of the 3 and you get quite an alliance. Well, I couldn't have sex, I was too young, and I wouldn't do drugs, 'cause that's just dumb. So that only left one thing to give me a chance: rocket science. Y'all know where this is going, don't you? Well, I got the grades, but didn't get much rest. And I wrote my first thesis with no hair on my chest. And now I got a wife I love, everything that I need. And the only drugs I ever had were beer and caffeine and tequila. One more time, here's sex and drugs, rocket science. Mix either of the three and you get quite an alliance. Well, I couldn't have sex, I was too young, and I wouldn't do drugs, 'cause that's just dumb. So that only left one thing to give me a chance: rocket science. Bring it home, here's sex, drugs, rocket science. Sex, drugs, rocket science. Sex, drugs, rocket science. Sex, drugs, rocket science. Thank y'all so much for having me, Steve.
Sure.